Hi everyone, you're all familiar with my lack of editing by now. I hope you're all well. Today we're going to be doing a small flow for helping to achieve some upper arm strength. So this is great for anybody who feels like they lack the strength to do a push-up, they feel they lack the strength to hold inversions such as handstand, pinchers, headstands, or anybody that is looking to help prevent with injury, or if anybody is dealing with any ongoing issues that are making them feel a little bit weak. This will definitely fire you up. You'll definitely feel a bit of a heat. So do rest if you need to take a rest, okay? We're going to begin in downward facing dog. And to begin in your down dog, we're just simply going to rock the body weight forwards and back. Now just notice that when I'm doing this action, I'm rippling into a plank, okay? I'm not piking my hips up. I'm rippling forwards and I'm rippling back. My shoulders are going beyond the wrists to give the wrists a nice stretch. And then you're just going to continue to do this action, but then rotate the fingertips out to the sides. So still you're rocking forwards and back, and then just noticing the wrist rotation and the mobility. Okay, and you might not feel a lot in some of this, and this is absolutely fine. And then from here, we're going to do the same thing, but some of us will be able to bring both hands back, so the fingertips are moving backwards at the same time. A few of you may need to rotate one hand in first and then the opposite, and then switch sides. And then wherever you're at, you're just going to repeat. So you're just going to roll forwards and you're going to rock back. And again, for a few of us now, you're already going to be feeling that burn in the core, okay? So if you're feeling like, oh my God, then simply drop down to the knees and you do the same thing in this position in a tabletop. So you're just simply stretching the wrists and helping them to build some strength. Please remember that there's a very fine line between noticing when the wrists are in pain and noticing when the wrists are injured. A lot of people will say that they've got a wrist injury when actually the wrists are just building strength. And of course, when we're building the strength, they're going to feel a little bit achy for some days afterwards, okay? Now, once you've done that, you're just going to simply shake out the right wrist and shake out the left wrist, okay? Inhale, roll forwards into a high plank. And then we're going to drop down to the knees. Shift the shoulders beyond the wrists. Push the chest up towards the sky. And then start to bend into the elbows and come as low as you can until you feel like you're going to collapse, okay? Try not to bring the chin all the way down. And then we're just going to simply push back up. So again, step one, shoulders go beyond the wrist. Step two, you push like an angry cat. And step three, you bend the elbows and you lower halfway down. And then you push back up. Okay, so I've been practicing for a long time, and even this now, it still kills me. Notice how much I shake. So again, I shift forward, push, bend, and my body is already shaking here. Okay, it's quite strong, and then push back up. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to shift our body weight forwards and see if we can bend and tap the nose to the floor and push back into a mini child's pose. From child's pose, inhale, roll forwards. Again, bend the elbows, tap the nose forwards, and push back into child's pose. We're going to take 3 more. Inhale, roll forwards. Shift the shoulders, bend the elbows, tap the nose, big push back, child's pose. Inhale to ripple forwards, bend, tap, push, and send the hips back. We've got 1 more. Inhale, ripple, bend, tap the nose, push, and send the hips back into child's pose. From here, everybody, inhale, roll forwards into tabletop, tuck the toes under, and lift the hips to the sky for downward facing dog. Okay, keeping nice and warm. From here, we're going to bring the elbows down onto the ground. Okay, see if you can do both elbows at the same time. Again, some of you may need to bring one elbow down and then the opposite. Take your time. And then you're going to try your hardest, big push. Both elbows come off the ground for downward facing dog. We're going to repeat. Bend the elbows, tap them down, and push back up into downward facing dog. We've only got 3 more. Bend and tap, push and lift. Bend and tap, push and lift. One more. Bend and tap, and push and lift. Inhale, roll forwards into a plank, drop down to the knees, and take a short child's pose. As you're resting in child's pose, I do want to mention that, you know, the whole of this movement, your hands are not moving at all. They're staying in pretty much the same position. So that means there's going to be added weight being pushed onto the shoulders, which if you're not used to that, then it's going to feel quite heavy, okay? It's completely normal. Again, as I'm demonstrating and I'm doing it now, it still feels the same for me after a long time of practice. So please do not feel disheartened if you feel like it's too intense or if it's too much. It is a short video, so if you implement it into your vinyasas or into your flow or however you're practicing, or simply just putting this video on every few days and practicing, then either way you're going to build up the strength. Okay, so now we're going to add on from our down dog. Again, we're going to bring the elbows down and then see if we can push and tap the nose forwards and then push back and lift it back into down dog. So to repeat, elbows down, tap the nose forwards, push the chest back and lift up into downward facing dog. Okay, everyone, we've got 3 more. Elbows down, bend and tap the nose forwards, push the chest back and lift back off the elbows. Last 2, elbows down, tap, push, lift, downward facing dog. Last 1, elbows down, tap, push, lift, downward facing dog. Now guys, we're going to keep going, okay? From down dog, we're going to repeat what we did on our knees. We're going to see if we can shift forwards, tap the nose forwards at the top of the mat, and big push back into down dog, okay? Again, I'm just going to demonstrate. If it's too easy, then walk your feet in. You're going to shift forwards, tap the nose, big push down dog. Okay, it is tough. Okay, let's see how many we can do. Let's aim for 5. Inhale, tap, push, and lift back. Tap, push with the hands, send the chest back. That's 2. Tap, push with the hands, lift back. That's 3. Tap, big push. 4. Last one, everyone. Bend, tap, push, lift for 5. Inhale, roll forwards, drop down to the knees, and again, take a child's pose. Try and keep your hands and your arms in the same position. Just let the blood flow. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Rolling forwards into tabletop. We've got a little short sequence left before we're done. From your tabletop position, you're going to see if you can tuck the toes under and lift the knees just 1 inch off the ground, okay? Keep pushing the floor away. Now from here, take your right hand, try not to move the hips, tap the left shoulder and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release, change sides. Left hand, right shoulder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release, send the chest back and lift the hips back into downward facing dog. Okay. Inhale, roll forwards into a high plank. Stay strong, everyone. If your high plank is not serving you, you can modify, you can bring your elbows down onto the ground for forearm plank. okay? Keep strong, 5 breaths. Look at the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, roll forwards a little bit more onto the tiptoes, shoulders over the rest, bend the elbows, chaturanga, or drop the knees, and you're in this position for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale into upward facing dog and exhale into downward facing dog. To end, we're going to take 5 push-ups. If a push-up does not feel accessible to you, you're coming onto your knees and you're shifting forwards where we was at the beginning. You're coming halfway down and pushing back up. Okay, otherwise, full push-up. Just to redemonstrate the modification, shoulders beyond the wrist, push the chest up, bend the elbows, tap the nose, and push up. Knees are on the ground, okay? Otherwise, I'll do the 5 push-ups with you. Let's go, prepare. 1, 2, 3, stay strong. 4, last one, and 5, release it down. Come to a kneeling position. And you're simply just going to bend the right elbow behind the head and the neck. Take the left hand to the sky and tap the right elbow as you push the chest up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change sides, bending the left elbow behind the head and the neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release, just hug yourself in. Give yourself a little hug. Let your arms soften, let your arms relax. And then the opposite, cross. And just release, let your arms drape down. Make sure that you take water, make sure you take rest, and just watch the progress as you slowly start to get stronger. Again, you can put these into your everyday yoga practice, your vinyasas, or you can save it for later and practice a few times a week. Let me know if there's any questions as always. Lots of love, guys.